famous Lincoln Cent series, which began in 1909 to mark the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, was the first circulating in United States coin to feature the portrait of a real person, and the choice of Lincoln was a perfect tribute to one of America's greatest leaders. The design on the front or obverse was created by Victor David Brenner. His portrait of Lincoln has become one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. By 1970, this design had already been on the penny for more than 60 years. On the reverse, the coin displayed the Lincoln Memorial design created by Frank Gasparro. This design had been introduced in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, and it continued until 2008. If you look closely at the reverse of a 1970 penny, you will notice the tiny image of Lincoln sitting inside the memorial, one of the few coins in the world that shows the same person on both sides. The 1970 penny was made of solid copper, with a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin. This gives it a heavier feel compared to modern pennies, which today are mostly zinc with only a thin layer of copper plating. The 1970 penny was struck at 3 different United States mints. Philadelphia produced coins without a mint mark. Denver produced coins with AD mint mark, and San Francisco produced coins with an S mint mark. Philadelphia minted more than 1.5 billion pennies in 1970. Denver struck an incredible amount, more than 2.5 billion pennies. San Francisco, known mainly for producing proof coins, created millions of special collector pennies. Altogether, the total production of 1970 pennies reached billions, showing how important the penny was in everyday commerce during that time. Now let us talk about value. A regular 1970 penny that has been in circulation is usually worth only its face value of 1 cent. However, pennies from this year in pristine uncirculated condition can be worth more. Depending on the grade, collectors may pay between $1 and $5 for high-quality examples, but the real excitement comes from the special varieties and minting errors. One of the most famous varieties in the Lincoln Cent series comes from 1970. At the San Francisco Mint, two different styles were used, known as the small date and the large date. On the small date variety, the top of the number 7 in the date is level with the top of the 0, and the 9 is slightly curved. On the large date variety, the 7 extends higher than the 0, and the numbers look bolder. The small date variety is much scarcer and can be worth far more than the regular large date version. A 1970 small date penny in high uncirculated condition can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on its grade. Another rare and valuable version of the 1970 penny is the 1970 double die obverse. On this coin, the letters Liberty and God We Trust show clear doubling, as well as the date itself. This is one of the most dramatic double die pennies in the series. Collectors consider the 1970 double die obverse penny to be a true treasure. In uncirculated condition, these coins have sold for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. Other errors from 1970 can also add value. Off-center strikes, die cracks, and coins struck on the wrong metal planchet have all been discovered. Depending on the severity of the error, these can be worth anywhere from a few dollars to several $100s. Now let us look at the big picture. In 1970, more than 4.5 billion pennies were struck across all free mints. That equals over $45 million worth of 1 cent coins placed into circulation in a single year. Think about the impact of that. Billions of pennies were used in everyday transactions across the country, filling change jars, cash registers, and piggy banks. The sheer volume of coins shows just how much value the penny once held in the American economy, and hidden within those billions of coins were rare varieties like the small date and the double die. Coins that could transform a single cent into a fortune. So there you have it, the story of the 1971 cent coin. From its historic design and solid copper composition to its massive massive production numbers, valuable varieties, and the big worth of money tied to its circulation. This coin is a piece of history worth studying. The 1970 penny reminds us that even the smallest coin can carry great value and sometimes even life-changing surprises. So before you spend your change too quickly, take a closer look at your pennies. You never know if you might be holding a rare 1970 as small date or a double die worth thousands of dollars. If you enjoy this deep dive into the 1970 penny, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss another story about rare and valuable coins. Share your own discoveries in the comments below and let us know which coin you want us to cover next. Thank you for watching. And as always, happy collecting. Welcome back to the channel, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today we are going to explore the incredible story of the 1-cent coin from 1970. At first, this penny may look like just another small piece of change, but as we will discover, the 1970 penny has a rich history, some valuable varieties, and a connection to an enormous amount of money that once flowed through the United States economy. Stay tuned until the very end, because some versions of the 1970 penny can be worth far more than a single cent. The 1970 penny belongs to the famous Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to mark the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This was the first circulating United States coin to feature the portrait of a real person, and the choice of Lincoln was a perfect tribute to one of America's greatest leaders. The design on the front, or obverse, was created by Victor David Brenner. His portrait of Lincoln has become one of the longest-running